welcome back, this is Sid. Today I have a special gift for you. So a few weeks back, I showed you how to remove noise from your image. Now, I fine-tuned the technique even further and created a powerful action for all of you. And this by far is the best way to remove noise in Photoshop or absolutely any other image program. So in my Photoshop, I have assigned the denoise action to the D5 button on the Pro Workflow X panel. You can download this action from the link in the description below later. For those who don't have the panel, you have to use the action from the Actions palette. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this action. But if you want to understand the technique in details, make sure to watch the denoise video I did before. Now before you run the action, make sure you have a single document open in Photoshop. Because if you've seen the denoise video, I've explained how we need to create the edge selection in the lab color mode. And for this, the action has to create a duplicate document. So if there is any other document open, the action can get confused to come back to the main document. So I have a single document open and I'm going to run the action with the D5 button. So the first pop-up is just to make sure that you have only a single document open. If not, you press stop and then close the other documents and then run the action again. But since I have a single document open, I'm going to click on continue. And almost instantly the action will do all the steps from the previous video. Now what the action does is it creates a duplicate document in lab mode and creates a selection based on the lightness channel. I've explained all of this in details in the denoise video. So let's take a look at our image. This is the before with all the noise. And this is the after. Take a look at the eyelashes, they're absolutely sharp. Now if I hold shift and hide the layer mask, this is the regular noise removal that you would get either in Lightroom or Camera Raw, which have the same algorithm. And this algorithm is slightly better than Capture One in my opinion. But it still loses details in the edges. So with our edge mask in Photoshop, we can bring back all the fuzzy details back from the original image. Again, let's take a look at the before and the after. See how the edge details are maintained perfectly? Now, what if you want to make the highlights of the image to stand out more? I'm going to show you a trick to take the noise removal to the next level, and that is by using layer blend if. Now since I want the highlights from the original image to stand out, I'm going to hide the shadows from this image. So I'll click on the shadows button on the panel, and just like that the highlights are standing out. Now take a look what this has done. So the panel has adjusted the highlights of the underlying layer to make it stand out, and you can adjust it the way you want. And by the way, if you have two image layers on top of each other, you can either use the underlying layer or the this layer slider. The reason why the panel uses the underlying layer slider is because if we have a solid color fill on the top layer and you want to use blend if on that, then a flat color doesn't have any shadows and highlights and you have to use the shadows and highlights of the underlying layer. But in this particular case, since we have images in both the layers, we can also use the this layer highlight slider. So if I move it left, take a look, the highlights on the cheek start appearing. And if I hold Alt or Option, I can break the slider apart to feather the transition. Now if you want more details on this cheek, you will have to drag the highlight slider more towards the shadows, because technically this blue light on the skin is the midtones. It's not as bright as the white light on the other cheek. So if you want to bring out more details in the midtones, simply adjust the highlight slider more towards the shadows. So this looks about right. So I'm going to click OK. Now let's take a look without the blend if. Keep your eyes on the highlights. So I'm going to click on clear blend if. Take a look at that and the highlights are gone. And if I click undo, the highlight details are back again. Now you can further fine tune this using the opacity of this layer. And click on the layer mask, and with the density slider in the properties, you can reduce the opacity of the edge mask using the density slider. This makes the edges soft again. And with the mask selected, if you go to select and mask, you can now modify the edge of this mask using the shift edge slider. You can expand the edge selection by going to the left side or narrow it down by going to the right. Now if you want to boost the smoothness, you can click on the Camera Raw filter and either fine tune the texture slider or go to the details tab and adjust the noise reduction. You can increase it to make it very smooth, and thanks to our edge mask, this smoothness will not affect our edges. And you can also play around with the luminance details and the contrast. And if you have any color noise, you can adjust the color noise sliders. And this is how you can take complete control of the noise reduction. And one thing to remember is that this action will work best if there is details in the image. If your image is noisy and blurry at the same time, this action won't have details to protect and it would just look smooth like any other noise removal. Now, I've compared this technique to the most popular noise reduction softwares, and by far this technique offers the maximum control and quality, and it's absolutely free for all of you. So make sure to like, subscribe and support our channel, and ring that notification bell for the next videos. As always, thank you for watching and enjoy the new action.